Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we're back to continue our playthrough of Phoenix Point, the Year 1 edition. And ahead of us we are going to be doing the Overrun mission at last. It's got a couple days left, but we're going to do it now. Now is the time. Per usual, we're going to look at a couple loose ends before we jump in on this mission that I want to show you, make you aware of. Why not? First thing I want to do is take a look at the recruits. We named a couple of them down here. Rookies number 11 and 12. Veronica Cartwright will now be, I forget what that symbol is, but Veronica Cartwright is now, she's the priest, or priestess, I guess, however you need to say it, but she is our priest. Veronica Cartwright, she's from the movies both Invasion of the Body Snatchers and Alien, so we used her name there. And then we got Kurt Russell from the Alien-oriented movie The Thing, who will take over this role as our berserker. So we'll let him loose. Let's see what he can do against the aliens. Something else while we're here, when we go in here looking at personnel, if we scroll on down, this answers a question from before that I was unclear of at the moment I was recording, but the Scarab is fully healed. So just parking it in the vehicle bay is what does the healing for the Scarab. I was worried I was going to have to spend all sorts of resources and whatnot to get it healed from when we got some damage on that scavenging mission, but we're in luck. It's back in use. So if we do come across another scavenging mission, we will make good use of it. Research-wise, as I was editing the last episode, I was just dumbfounded at how I can't see sometimes in the middle of playing. And shotgun advancement, we have a new technology that I want to get into the mix. Shotgun advancement. It'll make available the Slam Strike shotgun, and what it's telling us about it is sirens pose a unique threat. They are tough, agile, and deadly. A new type of light assault weapon with a devastating punch would be a useful development. So let's get that in line to be developed. Now, I do want to move it up a little bit farther, but I want to let's just move it up now, and then we can get it in the place it needs to be. We'll put mutagen harvesting back above it along with restricted bionic technology. I think it will keep these two in the same order and then have the shotgun advancement go after that. So I think if we move this up first and this up next, we got them in the order we want. There we go. And finally, I hadn't noticed, but if you look in our base where we were fixing the fabrication plant, it has completed, and I'm not sure how long ago it was completed, but manufacturing, look how much it's speeded up here. We only got 5 hours left on a Goliath, 8 hours just to totally manufacture the Neurazer and an archaeology probe. So this is a great development because we have some necessary armor to build for some of our newest personnel. So we can get them active and going for us. So just wanted to point all these things out. And one good thing is all those vests, those blast vests, are available, so we'll be able to start equipping those right away also. But anyway, let's get back to the geoscape. Let's get back to this mission that we have ahead of us. And Fort Heinlein Overrun. It has been confirmed that the transmissions originated from the New Jericho Zayats research facility. Based on initial reports, the entire area has been overrun by the Forsaken. The exact research conducted at the facility remains unknown, but based on satellite pictures, there's evidence that it's linked to New Jericho's new bionics program. Analysis suggests that at least 5 New Jericho scientists have managed to survive by barricading themselves in the facility. So let's go see if we can't help out with this little problem over there at Fort Heinlein. And we do have this team ready to go. All items on the battlefield will be automatically recovered. I think this is our first time battling the Forsaken, as a matter of fact. I don't think we've faced them in any kind of ambush or scavenging kind of mission. So let's just make sure we're all equipped the way we need to be. We do have some blast vests that we can give out, and I'm gonna liberally do that where I can. So Nikolai, you get one of the first ones. I think we can afford to keep pretty much everything else as is with you. You're got great strength to carry all this stuff. Joe Murata, I would like to get you as a back row kind of guy, a blast vest. The question becomes then, what kind of weapons do we want to keep with you? Or, given where we are right now, I'm thinking we just spend one more point on strength so we don't have to give anything up. Sade, you're a frontline soldier. I'd kind of like you to have one, and you can afford to hold it. You already have one. You got the first one, Robbie. And Sigourney Weaver, will get her equipped with one also, and she can afford just barely to carry it. And finally, you. If anyone needs one, it is you, Takeda, and we are giving it to him. And the question becomes, what do we want to drop to make this possible? Well, at the moment, I kind of don't want to drop anything. We got both boom blast ready for action. I like the versatility that the weapons give us. We're just going to do 1 point of strength and leave it at that. So I think we're equipped. I think we're ready to do this mission. Let's get out there and deploy ourselves and see if we're up to the task. Alright, here we go. We got a big old building in front of us, and we are looking to get at least one scientist to survive. So there's an exit zone if we want to try and get the scientists out. They're barricaded in here somewhere, I would assume, so that's probably the building we got to access to get to them. However, there's not a lot of entry points on the corner that we're starting in, so that is our challenge. Fortunately, we have these wonderful 2 jet jumpers that can get up high and drop in from the building from above, and pick up some will to boot. So maybe we also have a nice ladder here. Everybody could technically get up high and drop in that way. It looks like there's a will point. The way it's shining over here, there's a will point over here too. So we got some opportunities to pick up will if we need it in this battle with the Forsaken. I like the idea of having our snipers kind of cover this alleyway, and then I just got to figure out where I want to bring everybody. Do I bring... I guess we'll bring just to get sight on this side of the building, although we're going to get it from the jet jumpers up top. So enough talking, Zigzag. Let's get the jet jumpers up high and giving us some sight onto the battlefield over here. Let's see where you can jump first. Well, with that big globy thing, globby thing there, I don't want to land on... Yeah, there, you can make it across and give us some nice view on the other side to see if we got any Forsaken in that direction. So, Sigourney, start us off. And we got a lot of Forsaken over on this side. Forsaken Berserker... couple Forsaken Berserkers, close quarters evade, tissue regeneration. So we apparently are not wanting to get up or do a lot of swinging of the stick U on this guy because he has some evasion available. And these guys do carry, these Berserkers, apparently some pistols also. Disciples of Anu Blade. Oh, and this guy has the Disciples of Anu hand cannon, which packs a little more... Well, you can argue it, but it packs a little punch there, that's for sure. And the Disciples of Anu Warhammer. So they do have pistols. We got to remember that, even though they are Berserkers, they can fire upon us and do some damage. I wonder how close we want to try getting with our assaults. I'm still going to keep...
Ready to roll.
Well, let's get you up here also. Do we want to get you more on this roof so you're closer to help us out over here, Nikolai? I'm thinking that might perhaps be a nice plan. Plus, you have the grenade launcher, which can come in handy helping to wear down some armor. So we're going to pop you right over here. And we picked up will points already, so just landing on the roof, that will point section, oh, we've triggered it. And unbeknownst to us, there's something in here. Let's hope it's a scientist and not something that will hurt us that's able to pop out of that door right away. So I'm guessing we may have to activate these scientists that we find on the interior to get them run out of the building. So is it most important to rescue the scientists first, or to get shots on these Forsaken? The Forsaken, I don't relish looking at them or dealing with them in close quarters in the interior. Do I have entry into the building over on this side? Let's just do this last double check. I do down by this ladder. Actually, at the moment, I'm thinking of running our assaults up high so that we can then drop into the interior over here and see about rescuing scientists. I mean, that seems to be one thing that just has to happen here for us. So we're going to do that and make that a priority. What a long climb this is. Joe, we're going to keep you back, and we're going to get you climbing. Now, I guess we're not going to get you climbing because you can't make it to the top of that ladder this move. So, you do have some nice shotgun abilities. So we're going to get you over here to get you ready to potentially approach if they go in the interior this way. You're going to have backup from our snipers over here. Yeah, we're going to keep one sniper over here, and that's going to be you, Joe. Overwatching for an advance in this direction. And Robbie, I'm going to give you duty on this alleyway. You see such a nice alleyway with a sniper. I can't pass it up. I gotta cover it long range with our snipers. This is our exit zone. Whoops, this is our exit zone for the scientists, so I do want to keep it clear as much as possible. So that's why I'm spending. Yeah, and these do look like they're the scientists. So since you have a little bit of movement left at the moment, where's the best place? We got a guy right inside that door, and we can drop you down here, but it really doesn't help us get these guys right away. Missy, I'm going to keep you up top just so we can jet jump you if we need to, and end your turn there for now. Same with you, Nikolai, now that we know that that's a scientist right inside the door. So they have spotted us now. They are alerted. Berserkers seem to all be on this. No, there they go. They're back here too. We got to start getting some motoring to get some scientists out of here. Now we got to figure out our priorities. And do you have line of sight on anybody? No. This guy's coming up our way, but it doesn't look like we quite have the ability to hit him yet. And I hesitate to bring you, the oft-injured Utakeda, over here to do some close-range shotgun when these guys are so close to go bambity-bam on him. So that does not seem like a healthy approach at the moment. So I think what we're going to do is see about moving Missy, I do believe, down into the interior and see if we cannot start rescuing some scientists. So Missy, yeah, it has you coming out this way, and we'll move you inside the door right here, see what we see. In fact, we'll have you look over the balcony in case you see any other scientists.
Reporting enemy contact.
Well, that's not enemy contact, I don't think. That's a scientist, is what that's called. So we do have a scientist released, and we do have a scientist that can get out of here somehow. We can take him out via the roof and then kind of jump down, or we can get him jumped down already, it looks like. Right over here, in cover to make the dash over here next turn. There doesn't seem to be any Forsaken to worry about, so let's do that. That was a very silent little clink as he broke through the big pane of glass there, but we're going to keep this guy right here. And I'm debating, and I think since this guy looks like he might be inclined to come out this way, we're going to keep Joe on Overwatch, and we're going to keep you on Overwatch with the shotgun, so we can get some nice close-range shots on this guy and probably do some big-time damage on him before he can get close enough to bash us, is what I'm hoping. And I'm thinking that if these two decide to help and support him coming around the corner, they're going to not have enough range to bash on you. I've misjudged range before, so I'll apologize in advance, you. But that's what I'm trying to do here. Missy, do you have much movement left? Let's see, to jump down to this guy over here. Let's find out. And we have another scared little scientist over here. He cannot make it out, and that might put him in range of this guy, and this guy has an assault and he has a weapon, and we don't want to keep him in gun range. So we may see if you have the range to get up to the roof. No, you do not. Oof. But there's a lot down below that are going to run into trouble from this Forsaken, so it doesn't look like we're going to save every single scientist. But I guess that won't hurt us if we don't. We just need at least one, so I guess we can worry about our health more. So I think we're going to move you over here. Civilian scientist person ready to climb the ladder next time. Make that our move. And Joe, I think we're going to do just what we were talking about. This guy comes around that corner, he's got to go away. In fact, before we do that, that's going to be fairly close range. We're going to see if we can't pack the extra punch from the new Jericho weapon for our Overwatch. Set it up right here for him coming around that post. And then you... Nothing that says he can move 2 steps and then just pop a pistol at us. But I kind of want you here. I don't want to move you any closer because then you're in range of everybody and their mother. And the question becomes for me now, will you be in range anyway? So let's back you up. For once, I'm going to play it safe with you. And we'll do a little shotgun Overwatch at close range here. Try and pick up any pieces that Joe leaves us. And Robbie, since we don't feel... I have a feeling this guy's going to be running in here and doing some scientist slaughtering. Oh, there's another one out here. We're going to keep your Overwatch over in this direction also. That seems to be the most immediate threat on us. And then Sade, how far inside can you get? You can get pretty dang far on the into the interior. The question is, how far do I really want to get you? Because then you're prone to taking a shot from him, and if I move you there, so maybe what we do is we get you into the second story, so that you're in good position to drop in and drop down, depending on what they do. That's kind of what my thought process, or where my thought process is taking me at the moment. We'll park you right there, Sade. And leave it at that. Sigourney, where can we? We'll do the kind of the same process with you. Get you near the edge over here now that you've rescued the two most immediate scientists, ready to drop down and help us out. And then we've got you, Nikolai, and I'm kind of believing we got a little people in close enough range for war cry, which we'll probably do, and maybe drop a surprise grenade down on them to start weakening them down a little bit. What do you think? Do we have an arc that will help us get over this wall? Like right about there, there's a chance it won't land exactly where we want. There's always that chance, but we can at least start wearing down some armor, perhaps. We'll give it a shot. Alright, we do just that. 50 armor on this guy. That was a good armor reduction, and we lose only about 10 armor on this guy. They do have tissue regeneration, so I guess the injury part regenerates, but we got to get through. The armor is the most important thing to get through at the moment. Let's do your war cry, see if we can slow some of these dudes up. And it looks like these two for sure. It looks like this guy was just out of range. And let's see what they do to us. Not only do they have tissue regeneration, but they carry med kits on top of that. Yikes. I do not think our scientists are in a healthy position right now. And we say he fell into our Overwatch trap. He got hit and diverted his direction. Oh! Not sounding good. I think we lost ourselves a scientist. Good hit, Joe. He never got close enough to you to hurt him for a change.
I'm here.
But I think at this point now I'm feeling a little more comfortable bringing you farther forward. Now we've got 2 assaults on the interior. I'm going to at least get my one scientist out of here, and that is my minimum goal. So while it may sound cold to let the other scientists suffer, all right, so we got our one scientist out of here. It may seem cold to do that. Now we got this guy over in the door, and we got one guy in the interior here. Sade, what do you have as options to help us out here? Now, obviously, we could dash you for some close range, boomity-boom with your weapons over here on this assault, because he's standing out in the open.
Pushing on.
Let's get a visual down here and see what this looks like. Okay, this other guy inside, though, however, is a berserker, and I do believe that's another assault over here, so it's only one scientist in there. So actually, it doesn't make me feel really secure about your position here, Sade. But what we can do is let's see what this shot looks like on the assault and what kind of damage you can do. Let's check it out to start with the New Jericho weapon first.
Ready to engage.
Now we can definitely not take out his arm, so that's not ideal. But if we team up Sigourney, you take your one shot here, and then Sigourney jumps down and works on taking her shot. Maybe we can eliminate this threat, also apply War Cry, and lessen their mobility. Possibly. Let's see. I like the idea of taking out the arm. We also could focus on the bulldog that he himself is carrying. Before I take this shot, I want to see if we can figure out if he's got any kind of return fire kind of doodads here. Ability, return fire, yes. So that is not a position necessarily that's good for Sade. I don't think we're going to get any better damage with this as far as taking out an appendage. So that means, do I therefore want to jump you guys down? Let's take this other scientist up top. In fact, we'll jump you down here in order to be able to escape. I'm almost thinking we've got our scientist, we've got what we need. Maybe I dash you out of here, Sade. I'm gonna have to that means sacrificing the rest of the scientists, but then we just set up to defeat the Forsaken, because I do not like the ground we are left to fight with. That gives them, to me, the advantage of close quarters combat versus our abilities that we bring to the table. So maybe I do a little tactical retreat with you, Sade. In fact, we're going to dash one more time.
No time to lose.
We'll run right by him. And try to get you a little bit out of sight. Where would be the best way to do that? Maybe back here. Now that I see the lay of the land and what we're dealing with, that means you, Robbie, I'm thinking we can overwatch. I'm feeling less concerned about them coming to the outdoors and the outside yet. We'll come down here to give you some long-range overwatch to protect against this guy coming around the corner. And do it that way. Can your overwatch reach down that far? Yeah. So I'm thinking, let's cover Sade's retreat, tactical retreat.
I'm on Overwatch.
With you.
My turn.
You, Takeda, can we get you to a point where you have a pretty clean shot? Let's find out. I brought you in behind these boxes here. That gives you more than likely a killing shot. And we're going to do that, and it gives you cover, and it has you a little bit out of range here. Plus, we'll have some overwatch protection. So you, let's dash you over here so you can still take that shot. And we'll do the new Jericho weapon. Should hopefully suffice. Who else can we see from here? Oh, we can see the guy on the other side of those boxes. Well, I think we're good enough right here. We are in dang good shape to be able to take this guy out. Oh, man, that armor's tough. He's only got 12 hit points, but he will be able to survive with that. So, dang you, I got you stuck here again. But we got some mighty fine overwatch helping to protect you. Another option might be to get Joe out in this direction. He is able to dash, for goodness sakes. Give you the one step here, a little quick aim. We shouldn't need the powerful weapon. We can get away with this one, I would think, and finish this guy off. Ooh, Forsaken are a little tough. They got a little thickness to their armor, to their skin adaptions, where they're able. In fact, why don't we just overwatch with the pistol to end you and keep the other guy in range that's out there. Maybe we'll get a lucky shot. And Sigourney. Sigourney. So I'm kind of feeling like I want to bring you over here. These guys down below don't necessarily know you're there. I wonder if your war cry, it goes through walls and buildings, right? We don't have to worry about being on the second floor. And let's just get ourselves near this trifecta here in the building and slow down their movement, slow down this assault's ability to move against Sade. With a little war cry. And Nikolai, I may see, what do we want to do with you? There's a tough question. I think we might just get you over to the edge. This guy's just a total basher. I don't think he even has a pistol. Well, okay, he has a pistol. Where do we want to drop you down? Bringing you down here does not give us many options with your current weapons other than war cry and gets you hittable. So maybe we bring you over here and see if we can just pop another grenade down there. And then you're close enough to the edge to hopefully drop down and give them a little surprise on the backside as they move forward to the interior. Let's do that. Try taking out some more of this armor that we have learned is tough. Alright, and let's see where that takes us.
Oh!
Another scientist down. Yeah, we're saving only 2 out of the 5 scientists, ladies and gentlemen. Might sound cold to you, but the survival of my team is also a high priority in my mind. And we got the shot off that we were hoping we'd get. I don't think these scientists are long for the world. Yep, another one down. The good thing, though, is they're going to have to come back out to us to get to us, right? And we can be situated for that, right? Is that what I'm hoping? Am I right to think that way? Now let's bring you over here, not needing any action
I'm on my way. Hostile spotted.
Oh, we just spotted somebody. Oh, how do we see him? Oh, it's the other guy we spotted. Okay. Well, the plan was to come over here and see if we have a shot on him. Let's take a peek at the Cyclops. Let's try a little quick aim. Now his torso's got a pretty good amount of armor. We can get through most of that armor there on the leg if we can hit properly. Let's try the leg. Nice. Got him bleeding and hopefully slowed down. I'm kind of feeling with that in mind, I don't think he can come in through. Yeah, that's a dead end. So if anyone else nearby wants to get you, he would have to come all the way around. So I'm thinking we might be able to get away with a shot here, but last time when we had a guy with lower health, we weren't able to take him out. Let's get over here on a dash, take a look at this shot, and make up our mind. We'll take the first peek with the Bulldog. Now we don't quite have the ability to target the leg enough, but if we can do enough of the shots here, we can potentially take him out. So let's try it. We took him out. Good job, you. Good job, you. We don't have to worry about picking that thing up. Let's do a little tactical retreat here in case this guy decides to come our way. Make sure you're out of range. And Robbie, I'm thinking they all went inside, so that means Sade can do her little own version of the tactical retreat over to here. Let's get our civilian over here, and we got 2 scientists rescued. And Robbie, I don't know the best direction with which to overwatch you, because there's still a they're still going to be doing some shooting inside, so I don't know if they're going to directly come out yet. I think if anybody's more likely to come around, it's this guy. So let's back you up over here, perhaps.
Here comes the Phoenix.
And see if we can't provide a little overwatch in case that does indeed happen. And we'll hold it to down here, so hopefully there's less obstructions. If he's coming around the pillar, we'll pick him up. And Ripley, let's... I'm thinking about keeping you parked right over here for if they come back out around in this direction to be able to drop on down and give them a little bit of hurt.
Moving to coordinates.
And they're not immediate. I'm not going to say, I'm going to hold on to the action or the will points and just end our turn there. And Nikolai, do we have the ability to jump down? Is this the turn we want to use the ability to do that? And if we do jump down on this guy, where would it give us a shot and not get us? Because we got a bleeding guy here. It won't necessarily take both of them for him to bleed out. So maybe what I do is bring you back this way a little bit. Still do a war cry. Let's see if we pick any of them up. It's hard to tell for sure which ones we got and which ones we didn't. Because I don't... The only problem about bringing you down here, Nikolai, is I don't know that your weapon is, even though you'll be at such amazing close range, will still be enough to take him out. And then if he comes at you and if multiples come at you, I'm a little bit concerned for your health. But at the same time, you're a heavy, you're a strong dude. And you can't see him. So, so much for that. Oh wait, that's not the weapon I wanted. There we go. We equipped you with the right weapon. Now it all makes sense. Let's just see what kind of damage this would do to him. Some mega damage. Actually, you might have it within you because your grenades did weaken him down in the legs, to be particular. This leg to be most particular. So if we're able to apply enough and not miss those few little spots on the sides, we might be able to take him out. Nice. Now we have less chances for damage against you, Nikolai. I feel a lot better. If one of them comes at you, I'm not so worried. You'll hold up. That scientist is gone. This guy's coming out. And we get pistol shot and a miss. That's even better. Okay, we took some damage on that one, but that was minor. That was minor. Now, Nikolai, you're going to be the baiter to run around here and have this guy just go wonko into our Overwatch trap over here. So it looks like the scientists are gone. This guy's probably going to be running around soon on his own here. Do they have a way to get up to the second floor from where they are? No, it does not appear so. This is the ladder spot over here they would have to run to. So this time, Sigourney, I'm feeling like we're going to run you to the corner to be able to react to them. And we'll let you hang right there. In fact, you'll still, if we do the war cry, that's 3 will points. That still leaves you enough for a jet jump, which we can jump up here if we need to get out of here. Let's do the war cry to slow at least this guy down on the interior. He may not be close enough. Okay. And Sigourney, yeah, you're going to park it right there. In fact, let's just do a little Overwatch just in case you have a shotgun for such eventualities. We're just, looks like we're just below the action points to make that possible. Joe, You know your job, and you know it well. We're going to overwatch over here to right about that spot. Nikolai is going to come running on through first. Right over here to a nice, seemingly safe spot here.
Let's roll.
See if we can't goad that guy into following us. And you, do you think that's a nice enough spot for you? I'm afraid if I bring you over, I'm afraid if I don't bring you over, he can stop right there and have a nice pistol shot on you. And if I bring you here, we're going to try this anyway. We're going to bring you here, even though he could potentially pistol us through that opening. But you have protection, you have cover. And I'd rather hope he's going to fall for our trap. To come in close. In fact, we're going to change our weapons here. Come in close and get blasted with a shotgun.
Providing overwatch.
And that means I'm going to take you, Robbie. And give you this position with which to overwatch down here. Nah, we'll bring you back where you were.
Let's do this.
It may entice them if they come around the corner. Ooh, we can flank the guy and keep them moving towards us. Let's set the overwatch for this direction.
I'm on overwatch.
And Sade, yeah, we'll do the same with you on overwatch.
Holding position.
And Nikolai, you're just going to hang out. Oh, he's coming the long way around. Smarter than I expected. But that's fine too. We should have some shots available. First thing we're going to do is bring you right here, Nikolai, to blast them with your big ol' heavy.
Moving to coordinates.
And we got you to be able to finish up anything you are unable to finish. Since this guy, I don't think, started out with any injuries like the last guy we mowed down. So we're going to start you off to injure. He's got a pistol right there, so why don't we just focus on that arm? He's got any place with weakened armor yet? Well, the leg seems to be their weak spot. So let's just, at least with a tiny bit less armor, also the head, but that's harder to hit. I think we have a better chance. Let's focus on the leg. Nice. 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 And you? Do you know what we want to do with you? We have enough will. I want to go dashy dash out this way.
Crunch time.
Yeah, it is crunch time. And this crunch time for you is going to be fun. Right here. Thank you for weakening him, Nikolai. And you is going to follow up and finish him off.
It's hard to shoot like this.
No, it's not. You got this. Right there in that nice little weakened leg for you.
Hostile neutralized.
So now their guys appear to be more in the building. Is that the case? What I'm going to do with you, Missy,
I'm here.
I think we're going to do the old fly up high and gain back some will points for the team.
This is what we train for, right?
It is. It's what we train for. And I think what we'll do is I'll just bring you back this way. Joe, I'm not sure which way they're going to run and how many exactly are left. We know for sure 2. Which way are they going to run? So maybe what we can do is bring you back this way, because I think the odds this turn at least are that they're going to run around this way. And let's set up our blanket of Overwatch down this way. Let's see if they oblige. Okay, one's coming out the door. And that's a nice hit. In fact, we disabled his arm, so I don't know that he'll be able to use his weapon. So that actually may have turned out to be a really nice shot for us. One arm down. I don't think it's a two-handed weapon. I don't think we are in as big a danger as we used to be from this guy. In fact, I'm almost feeling like this is a little old dash up close with Sade and dash on back to cover kind of a move right now. Especially if he can't do return fire. Let's do the ammo-less Danchev rifle at this distance. Since he's got a bad arm, that's where we're going to focus, is that good old bad arm.
Target down.
Sounds good to me. And let's dash right back into cover, out of reach from the next guy. So Joe, that does seem to be the direction they're going to come at us. Let's add your Overwatch to the mix. Right about there.
Overwatching.
And you guys, why don't we... In fact, we'll, just in case we guess wrong, you'll be our backdoor pair over here. You've done your share of killing already. We'll keep you guys as the surprise greeting committee over on this side. In fact, maybe... I'm trying to think of the best spot. Nikolai, you don't have great mobility. Let's bring you here as the hidden guy here. And
Standing
you,
by.
we'll get you down in this direction, just in case he decides... and just in case he heard what happened to his friend over here, he decides to try a different tact. We'll keep a little cover on the door just in case. And we'll go back to the Overwatch yet again. And I'm almost thinking we just aren't getting the usage of that shield. I'm almost thinking I'd better use that shield with a heavy. Because if we jet jump into an awkward position, the heavy would then have the one movement left to place the shield to protect him in his most vulnerable position. So remind me, guys, shout out next time. I actually thought of this before. I want to try that shield on a heavy instead. So Nikolai, you're going to get a chance soon to try out that shield also. That might be a better fit. I'm just not feeling the fit on a sniper as much as I think we'll get the benefit on a heavy. And Ripley, let's pop you right here.
I'm going.
Let's see which way he goes. Oh, total surprise. And so grateful he did not have a shot. He's up there near the window. So he pulled a total whoop-de-doo on us here. He's going to jump down through this open window to try and take us out. Or shoot at us from that spot. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is bring you back here, Joe. We're going to use some of your will to dash you to get overwatched from back there. Ah.
We got to keep going. Here we go.
And I think that'll give you a nice overwatch up into this window where he's going to be coming. We're going to try and set up the same situation with you.
Can't wait.
Robbie. I'm thinking... Problem is there isn't quite as clear cover for you down here. You'd be susceptible from him having a nice angle to shoot down on you. So I'm kind of feeling like what we'll do... Is there windows on this side? There are windows on this side. But I like the idea of... Well, that's full cover. So maybe what we do is bring you this way, and if he doesn't jump out the window, we'll have some shots from you over here. Let's keep ourselves a little more protected now that he's taken this path. We'll keep you over here, Sade, on Overwatch in case he jumps down. I wonder how I want to work you guys over here. Now I'm thinking we want to bring you guys back into the game this way a little more. So Nikolai, let's bring you over this way up to this cover in case because he could come out these windows on this side potentially.
I'm going.
You, let's get you in this full cover, running you back this way. Robbie, you're there. And Sigourney, we probably need to protect you a little bit. In fact, he could come right around and flank you. We'll protect you over on this side of the vehicle now all of a sudden. With some short range shotgun fire in case he tries getting close to Sade. And he jumps out. And we hit him. We didn't take him out. We're doing a lot of hit on him.
Bullseye.
But lo, that armor is not good. And he's like, what's going on? There's people all over the place. He doesn't know what hit him. And guess what? He is the last guy, and he is like in the midst of a hornet's nest right now. We have him right where we want him. You guys both have kills in this particular mission. You guys might be just a little too far away, so let's work on seeing if we can finish this guy off with the sniper team here. A little quick aim. We got plenty of will to do it, Robbie. We can work on this arm nicely right here. And we disabled his arm, and we don't have to worry about any return fire from that assault.
I'm here.
Joey, shall we tag team him and shock him? Now, unfortunately, we don't have enough will on you for double shot, so let's give you your one shot now.
Identifying target.
The weakness is obviously in the arm, but we aren't guaranteed to hit the arm. So let's just try the back shot. We took him down. Alright, so we survived the mission. We got some scientists out. It always feels better when you get all 5 out, but hey, we didn't have to get all 5 out to complete the mission successfully. Minor injury for you, Nikolai. Nothing too bad. Alright, in the nick of time, the operation has been a success. Not only did we manage to rescue the scientists, but also managed to gather invaluable research data. All information has been successfully decrypted and available for further research and analysis. We have some new research available. And let's replenish what we need and what we used. And let's take a look at that new research. Ah, advanced. So there's the advanced. We got the restricted bionic technology. Now we have access to the advanced bionic technology. And we're going to put the advanced bionic technology right below the shotgun. Let's do that. Let's move it up to the top. And then see if I can figure out to get this order. I think we just got to go shotgun and just right up the line, and we'll be back in the order we want. Except I clicked on the wrong one. Well, we'll just keep the 2 bionic technologies back to back. Shotgun there, so this is good enough. Good enough, good enough. Wouldn't mind having access to an upgraded and improved shotgun version sooner rather than later. Alright, so that mission did take a little longer than expected because we moved back to a defensive posture. Looks like we're a little bit a ways from this. Let's at least see if we can't reach up here with our Tiamat and make that our next mission as long as we reach there in time. Anything else we want to drop in on with this team? I'm kind of thinking this team we can also make a quick pop up here. Diplomacy, we're still 2 away as far as New Jericho goes. That's disappointing, but it happened. So let's go and make this our next mission, the Crystal Crossbow. Very good chance we'll get to this mission before the Tiamat gets to theirs. But let's find out. Lay odds now. Everybody, place your bets.
My sources tell me New Jericho has developed a new type of APC. I hope they intend to use it to fight the Pandorans, not their fellow human beings. But the real question is, how can you win a war if you don't understand the battlefield? All the vehicles in the world won't help you if you cling to the delusions of the old world. I should know. I remember the wars of the old world better than anyone.
I actually am kind of thinking the way we need to answer this one, and then maybe we'll get some positive points from Tobias West and New Jericho. I think this will not help us with New Jericho, and really who we're trying to gain favor with at this immediate short-term moment is Tobias West. So let's go with this response right here. See if it works out the way I'm hoping. Cross your fingers.
An interesting display of faith, but all the great leaders of the old world thought they had plans. And where are they now?
Yeah, this was one of those choices that was going to piss somebody off no matter what. And since New Jericho is so close to that first level of understanding, let's see if this +6 helps. Yes. And New Jericho is now supportive, so we now know where every single haven is on the map at the moment. The locations of New Jericho havens have been added to the geoscape. Defend them to earn reputation. Failure to defend a haven under attack will lose some support. So there you go. Nice happening right there to work into our favor. In fact, it saved us. These were both question marks before, and they still have question marks attached because we haven't been there. But at least we know if we're going in there, it's a haven we're looking at and not some random exploration question mark. So the good news is, if there's a question mark on the map, we know it's something to actually explore now. That's kind of cool to know, and really could end up saving us some time. And we can always choose, if we're going to go to an exploration site, to go via these sites with question marks just to see if we can't run into something else, some other issues and stories. But there you go. I just want to take a look over. That's New Jericho's stronghold is way over here, and we don't have any bases over here. So this would be a nice place to activate one of our bases, maybe down here at some point. Well, we do have this base up here in Greenland. It'll be close-ish enough once we get the vehicles we need for it. And in fact, we have a haven already under attack down here that we couldn't get to. So there you go. And South America is not well populated with havens now, is it? Neither is Antarctica. Okay, enough of the chatting. Let's go find out who gets to their mission first, the Tiamat or the Manticore.
Research complete.
All right, mutagens can be harvested from captured Pandorans in the containment facility. Certain tissue samples to retain the ability to mutate. The discovery was made when a test subject accidentally had a mutated sample injected into them. The error was discovered too late, but scientists observed the results and found that Pandorans have a set of cells derived from the original Pandora virus infection that have unique properties. We call these mutagens. They were the same cells the disciples of Anu used in rituals to evolve closer to the Exalted. So I guess we're going to be able to use the mutating technology now with access to mutagens and having discovered that.
Do you really think the answers we need as a species lie in Pandoran biology? In plundering the invaders for their mutagens? The disciples believe that humans need to evolve, to mutate. But don't you see the inherent misanthropy of this philosophy? Blaming humanity for what was done to it by an alien aggressor? The very premise is profoundly unethical. If we start telling ourselves that we need the Pandorans in order to improve ourselves, how are we any better than the collaborator who tells himself the enemy will make things better in the long run?
All right, so this one's a tough one to figure out the answer to for me. Apparently, it changes relations one way or another. None of New Jericho's business. Recognizing humanity's biological flaws is not misanthropy, and we do what we must to survive. I'm going to, at the moment, say this is none of New Jericho's business. I'm more... Does any of these piss off Synedrian? Synedrian's the one I want to push for next to get over that 50% range. So I think we'll risk pissing off New Jericho alone, hopefully, on this one temporarily. Actually, what we should do... Is there any way to piss off Disciples of Anu? We're high enough with them, but it doesn't look like there's any way to really upset them. So we're going to go, this is none of New Jericho's business.
Unfortunately, since our mission is defending humanity from all biological threats, it is our business.
Okay. So, maybe not our best, who knows? I don't know what the right choice was there, but that's our choice. Let's get moving. It looks like Crystal Crossbow is our next mission. In fact, let's back out of here and just see exactly how close that Tiamat really is. Oh, and they may just not make it in time. The only good thing is that the Haven will still be there. Yeah, the Tiamat just is not good for reacting to Haven defense. Now we got to get some more aircraft stolen, and I think that's going to be our big priority after these next two missions, is getting some Synedrian aircraft, maybe a pair, to zip some of us around a little bit quicker. So this is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Remember to hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you're thinking, what you think we should be doing, and hope to see you next time. I appreciate you watching this mission so far to this point, and hope to see you next time.